Welcome then to round 3 of season 3 of the Exotic Racing series here in Baku. Can Koto make it on his final try? I think Karaz has his traffic on his final lap, so that's not good. Koto comes across the line. Yes, it's P12 for Koto, which pushes Philip down in the relegation zone. And he's not on a lap, so he is out. Karaz does seem to be on a lap, but doesn't look quick enough. Am I going to be proven wrong then? It's going to be pretty close. It's a 41.5 actually. So that's Q1 done then. He's still trying to finish the lap, but I think it's going to be a 40 high here. No, it's a 41 low. Must have made a mistake. That's a shocking lap time. And he's invalidated. Oh. Well, that's a total loss of concentration for Pucci. He is out of Q2. Embassy has retired. He's crashed out, and he has just popped down to P10. So Embassy has faced the same situation as Kofi did. As we're gonna look on board with Jagu, who's approaching this section, and there's Embassy crashed out of the castle section. The Tony Montana improved, yes, but not by enough. So down to the Baby Drew then, but Embassy is out. So both Ferraris then. Kofi is in a Ferrari, right? So both Ferraris then hitting the same issue, crashing out, and apparently getting eliminated by the game. Embassy didn't even have to push. The Baby Drew goes P3. And that means Tony Montana is out. And so is Embassy then. But where can Jagu put? This is also his only lap of the whole session. Where can he put his McLaren then? It's a slight toe, but I don't think in game that's close enough. In real life, that's close enough to gain you a couple of hundreds, even not, if not a tenth. Jagu goes P2. He misses out by 0.05 of a second. Rifle is invalidated, and he's out of the session. So who is pushing then? Phoenix is on his final lap. The Baby Drew crosses the line. It's an improvement of 19 thousandths. He's not got enough ERS to push again. He is out. Shears has started his lap. Raidmeister is on the end of his lap. He get enough time to cross the line. It's 5, it's 4. Is my time ahead? No, my time is not ahead. Raidmeister is out. He's not got enough time. He's out of the qualifying. That gives Raju a perfect opportunity to snatch pole from Raidmeister. He's improving by just about enough after 2 sectors. And the final sector is really just an exit. If he gets the exit right, it could be pole for Raju. Yes, it is. Raidmeister has thrown away. He couldn't do another lap, and Stanley has crashed. Stanley has crashed in the castle section. Oh, drama, big drama here late. So Phoenix really pulled it out of the bag. Actually, Phoenix is P2. Raidmeister, by not being able to set a lap time on his final try, has been bumped from P1 down to P3. We've got 4 drivers separated by 1 point for the championship lead. How's the stat looking? It's lights out, and away we go. Who gets the best round towards turn 1? Everyone is struggling off the line, and Raju takes the lead, holds the lead. Raidmeister going all the way around the outside of Phoenix. Oh, McLaren is round. That's Koto. Koto is already round and into the pit lane, I think. Oh, that's Phoenix had been taken out, and Shears is round with him, and Ruff is retired. It's all happening here, and Philip gets a 5-second penalty because virtual safety and they all hit each other. So Britain has made a brilliant start by missing all the action, and Stanley is down to P9 with Shears. They're also trying to sort it out on the virtual safety car. So crazy start for both of our championship leaders. Phoenix dropped down by 4 positions. The Baby Drew, he couldn't turn. He's not got any front wing left. He's gonna pit at the end of the lap. He's losing positions. He's locking up. He's had a torrid time for both of our championship leaders. I think Phoenix also had damage, because he got punted or whatever happened into the wall at turn 2. I don't think anyone's going to take the gamble, but if you're on the back of the grid and you think it's going to dry soon, take the gamble. Phoenix has got damage then. That's why he's pitting. So from P2 on the grid, Phoenix got whatever issue happened to him. He was in the wall at turn 2. And he requires a new front wing. And he's putting on the mediums. Okay, he's putting on the mediums. Nobody is taking the gamble with him. This is a brilliant masterclass for Phoenix. But he needs a safety car to take 3 laps. He needs to stay on track, not make a mistake. I think everyone behind him will see that the baby dress taken is as well. So both of the Williams have chosen to put on dry tires. Is this masterclass, or is this a stupid gamble? The baby dress put on hards. I mean, he can go to the end, but hards in these conditions? Oh, I wouldn't want to be on those tires. So I don't think. Oh! Well, the baby tried to bing it. I can't get him, but he's definitely locked up and completely thrown into turn 7 wall. So that's tied for the championship lead. Second place, or effectively first place, tied. The baby Drew is out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That's why you don't put on hands in these conditions. Well then, surely they're gonna pit for dries. Surely, right? Right? Yeah, they're all in. Look at them. They're all coming for dries. I think Phoenix may have just won this race. I mean, he will be leading the race. There will be more safety cars. What are you doing, Brazil? What are you doing, Carras? What are you doing, Philippe? What are you doing, Embassy, as well? Nobody's pitting for shares. What are you into this? So Philip pits. Both of the Alpha Tauris have decided to just go again. Alright. Is the intermediate still faster then? It looks like to be the case. There's probably still one more lap that these Inters are good at. As Embassy now passes Phoenix. Oh, he's locking up. Both of them are struggling. This is crossover time. Raju passes Jagu, and around goes Carras on the Inters. They're not walking. This is crossover time. Raju has got Raidmeister, who's also passed Raju behind him. They're all on mediums. Apart from Jagu, who's on hards. That's why he's struggling. Mogovan is on softs. And he's gone past Stanley, who locks up into turn 3. So Mogovan is going to try to pass Jagu as soon as possible. In these conditions, hards are terrible. Meanwhile, somehow Shares is making a move on the medium runner of Rifler. That makes absolutely no sense. Mogovan is trying to make a move here. It's soft versus hards again. His braking point is going to be very late compared to Jagu, but he does back out of turn 15. Oh, and he's put himself in the wall. That's a terrible mistake from Mogovan as side by side goes Raidmeister, locking up and pushes Raju out of the way. That was aggressive from Raidmeister, but he knows he has to catch up because Phoenix is 1.8 seconds in front of him, and surely these are going to pit. Embassy is pulling out. No, don't cut here. No, oh my Jesus. I mean, Britain let him go. That could have been a helicopter crash between the two of them, as Embassy sets the fastest lap of the race. But both Embassy and Phoenix, oh my goodness, Raju has just done a Lewis Hamilton. And he is around. And once again, in race conditions, Raju has made a massive error. Chase has pushed on the Inters. This is chaos here in Baku. And a report to be made by Raju on Raidmeister. Oh! See, that's... oh, Shares is round. Well, he shouldn't have been out there on the Inters. And Shares is, well, he's going to be out of contention if there's no more safety car. But once again, this is Baku. Mogovan is out. Safety car? No? No. Where is he? Why is he there? That's a weird place to crash. Raju, meanwhile... Oh, it's a safety car. Embassy has passed him on the safety car, I would imagine. Raju is pitting. Oh, wow. Why is that? Has he got damage? So, Mogovan out in the fast section, where he probably tried to take it flat out when you can't really go flat out. Raju is taking a new front wing, so he definitely made contact with Raidmeister and damaged his wing then. And clearly, Raju and Stanley, once again, having delta issues. And Stanley has gone ahead of Raju. I don't know why, but he's done that. Well, it should be fine. So everyone on pretty much new tires. Phoenix pitting. He's gonna pit onto a new set of tires to go to the end of the race, and so is Raidmeister. So these two have decided to gamble. Jagu has stayed out because he's on hards. He's going to the end. Pucci is not pitting. He's going to the end. Rifle is coming in. Okay, so double stack for Aston Martin. Phoenix is on mediums. I like that. I absolutely like that more than the hards. I think you're trying to stretch the mediums. You don't want to be on the hards. You just don't want to be on the hards on the track. It's too easy to make mistakes on hard tires. Okay, Raju is still trying to pass Stanley, so something definitely happened between the pair of them. And Raju is desperately trying to get his place back, but Stanley isn't allowing that. And there's no place for Stanley to get out of the way on this track as well. There's no runoff area. They're going side by side down the second ERS straight. And Raju has to back out again. So in Imola, Stanley goes onto the grass to let the other driver go because the game told the other driver to stay back. But on here, you can't really let the driver behind go even if you want to. There's just no runoff. There's no grass. It's worse because it's a city street circuit. No, he's not. He's still holding on. This is like a Nobuharu Matsushita restart in GP2 a couple of years ago, and everyone is bunched up behind them, and there were some contacts. There were moves being made before the finish line, so that's not very good. We have a dive down the inside of Philip, trying to pass Britain down the inside of turn 1, and Britain trying to hold it around the outside. Philip had braked way too late and needed to. Oh, that was a good job by Philip, who just about got it stopped. But he's made it past Britain and up into P6. It's the Red Bull driver. Meanwhile, Stanley is trying to go all the way around the outside of Shears. He's braking on the curb. That's not really viable. Toto is trying to join the act, and he had to back out. He's tapped Stanley slightly because Stanley kind of really moved on the braking there. That was not a very clean move from Stanley, but he was just trying to feed back in the line. Grass is at the poor turn 7 there. Is everyone going to make it clean through the castle section? Karas is really struggling on those hard tires. That's why you don't go on the hards. Kofi is trying to pass him, coming out of the castle section. He's done it, and Karas is very slow and holding up Trix and Raju now both on soft tires. And Raju is trying to dive it. Oh, he's forced Trix into the move through turn 15, and Raju is going to take full advantage and make a double overtake. Oh no, he's turned into Trix. Raju has turned into Trix, and he is not out. Trix is out of the session. I don't know what happened. I don't know who hooked onto who. They were side by side coming out of turn 15. Whoever hooked onto the other driver, we don't know. But by sitting there and not moving, Raju has secured himself another safety car, and Philip and Britain have pitted because those lads, as they now have realized, are absolutely shocking. Just go on the mediums. It's a much better race tire. Actually, Philip is on the hards now, and Britain is on the mediums. We're going back to green flag, and Jack really waited till the death, and look at the chaos he's created behind him. It's side by side and side by side through turn 1, and who has come out better than is Pooch actually, passing Phoenix. Phoenix, no, it's Rickmeister. Rickmeister has passed both Pooch and Phoenix on the restart. Rickmeister is up into P3. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And Tony Montana has made positions as well. He's up into P6. Every time Jagu makes it so late to make the restart, everyone behind him bunches up as Raju takes all the way around the outside of Philip. So Pucci really now needs to be passed by Phoenix if Phoenix wants to close down on the leaders. In fact, we have a fight for the lead of the race. It's Embassy and Jagu going side by side down the straight. And what on earth is this camera? I have no idea, so I'm going to go back onto the onboards. Who's going to break the latest into turn 1? It's Embassy on the inside on those medium tires. Obviously going to break the latest. And Phoenix has passed Pucci, and so has Tony Montana. It's all kicking off here in Azerbaijan. Pucci trying to dive back under the inside of Montana, who left him space. Pucci put himself on the curb and put Shares in the wall. So he was on the curb, he was on the steering, he couldn't leave Shares any more space. And now Raju is right on the back of Shares and trying to go all the way around the outside. This is going to be tricky. Into turn 3, Raju didn't leave Shirt any space, and he still doesn't leave Shirt any space. And Philip, coming out of nowhere, has passed both of them into P9. What has happened here? And Stanley now takes full advantage and going all the way around Shears for P11. Shears has just been overtaken by 6 cars in about 3 corners. And Rifler now desperate to pass him, probably deploying his overtake. Meanwhile, Raju has repassed Philip just behind them. It's all going side by side down the straight. I don't know where to look. Rifler has passed Pucci into turn 1. Does Britain dive him? No. Raju, meanwhile, has already passed Philip before the breaking point, and he is up into P9. Now, putting another car between him and Stanley once again. But Stanley will probably clear Philip quite soon. However, we've got the... Okay, Stanley has dived it. Oh my goodness, and both Rebel is in the wall. I think Philip has just put Raju in the wall. Whatever happened, and we have a fight for P2. Raidmaster has passed Jagu using the DRS, because Jagu didn't have DRS. He was way too much behind Embassy to get DRS. Shears spinning it again in the castle. So Shears at a torrid time. He's thought the whole of his front end. Pucci is out. Pucci is out of the session. What's happened there? And it's another safety car. See, that's why Raju shouldn't have retired. Because there's definitely most... Oh, Philip is on the steering. Pucci's car is in the middle of the track. No, he's in. Raidmeister surely in. He's on hearts. Jagu surely in. He's on hearts. That's why we don't pit for hearts. Someone has carried on. Tony Montana is the only one, apart from Rifler, that's carrying on. So they are the only medium runners, and I think they've made the wrong call here. Because too many people pitted. Too many people pitted, and Stanley, I don't think he's going to be ahead of these guys, because they all have to respect the delta. So still, oh, Tony Montana had just passed the safety car and got the same treatment. Like, Verdex had in Imola. He passed the safety... No, did he pass the safety car? And Stanley got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Well then, yeah. He's gone now. I'm on board with Jagu because he's very close to Raidmeister. He's going to try to dive into turn 1. No. So everyone stays pretty close to each other. There were battles at the back of the field, but we're not going to go to them for now. It's very, very tasty between the front 6 here, front 7 actually. They're all in the same line. Is anyone going to jink out? Embassy is trying. He's going to try to go all the way around the outside. He's going to break on the curb and turn to Rifle. They're making side-to-side contact. Good battles though. Raidmeister taking advantage. The inside of the teammate on the curb, pushing Rifle out of the way. But that was very close, but also pretty clean. Now Jagu really needs to pass Rifle as quickly as possible, but he's not got a great exit coming out of turn 6. He's used all of his overtake, and he's going to pass Rifle. Rifle shouldn't fight that one, he doesn't. Meanwhile, Stanley pits for the drive-through. He needs to hope for another safety car. Phoenix brakes really light compared to Rifler, and that's not a great exit. That's devastating for the championship leader. Wheel strike here. DRS will be enabled. Next lap. So purely on DRS, on ERS, I beg your pardon, and on slipstream. Rifle is stealing the slipstream. Phoenix had to defend the middle line. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to brake later compared to Rifler. And into P4 he goes. And crucially, Raidmeister has not got DRS. The gap was just over a second. And Embassy is doing a good job here. Still has 5 laps to try to hold on to the position, as Shears now getting past Philip too early because Philip has DRS and is trying to respond. Going side by side through this section. Philip's going to turn in. That's a little bit premature because Shears was still there. And the gaps have really widened between all of them, and Rifle is out of overtake, and surely it's an easy move for Britain, who has DRS. Rifle is trying to weave around. I mean, weave as you like, you're not going to defend that one. And Britain is also weaving around. And Raidmeister, has he got damage? Did he get damage? He's really slow here. Jagu is right on the back of him. Raidmeister has lost 2 seconds in 1 lap. Surely he's got damage, right? Looks fine, but it might be minor damage. Yeah, he definitely got damage. He's understeering Brady, but he might have just hit the wall to make the matters worse. This is not over for Phoenix. Raidmeister is massively struggling. He's definitely got throwing damage. He's picked up somewhere. on this lap, and Jack almost losing it through turn 18. I just saw Mogoban's chat. That's a funny picture. Jaco, meanwhile, on the back of Raidmeister. Surely this is an easy move. Raidmeister should just let him go. He's not got enough to fight. He got no downforce. He's definitely got damage. Either side pod or wing. Don't dive here. And he backs out of it early. Good stuff from Raidmeister. He needs to try to use Jaco to keep Phoenix behind. But at the current moment, it looks like everyone is about 2 seconds faster compared to Raidmeister. He needs to stay back. The yellow flag at the back of the section, that is Shears actually crashing out in the castle section. He's actually on the exit here. Let's see that if his car is still there. Yes, it's in the middle of the track. It's without a front wing, probably without a wheel. So Shears becomes the ace victim of this Baku city circuit as we're onto the back straight for the third to last time. And Britain is mightily close to Phoenix, but the problem for him is Phoenix also just about got DRS from Raidmeister, and that's helping him. And look at how much Phoenix has pushed it. He's on 8% of overtake. Raidmeister has used Jaco well. You have to say he's used Jaco very well. Phoenix is right again. Does he also have damage? And I think he's lost DRS. Oh, Britain has pushed Phoenix. That's gonna be slightly worrying, and Britain is moving around trying to show the apology to Phoenix as Stanley pits. He knows there's no more safety car. Britain surely gonna pass Phoenix there. It looked good for Phoenix when Raidmeister was struggling. It's now Phoenix about to get passed by Britain. Incredible things there. And this is an easy move. Phoenix has nothing to defend with. No ERS, no DRS. Through goes Britain. Can he hold on though? He has only got 20% overtake himself. And I think he got DRS from Raidmeister. Yes, he did. Well, that's crucial. Can Raidmeister get DRS? I think he's out. I think he's out of DRS window. This is a brilliant opportunity for Britain to take the final podium place on the podium. The final place on the podium right across the line. Embassy is going to finish across the line to win the race. But who's going to finish P3? It's all lasting DRS open, wide open for Britain. They're going to go side by side across the line. And Britain didn't get it. I don't think Britain got it. No, Raidmeister just got it. Wow. That was a photo finish and a half. So then, Embassy wins ahead of Jaco by 2.2 seconds. I don't know why Embassy dropped back by so much. He was leading by 5.5 seconds. Something happened to Embassy on the final lap. But he still won it because his margin was so big. Jaco finishes P2. Raidmeister and Britain had a photo finish. Phoenix finishes P5, and he will be second in the championship now, no longer leading the championship. Raffler, Kofi, Karas, Philip, Koto, the rest of the points finishers, with Stanley scoring a point for the fastest lap. Shared, Pucci, Raju, Trix, Mogovan, the Baby Drew, Ruff, and Tony Montana all out of the race.